way you run the kitchen, officer. Food and politics don't mix.
Bye. For now. I'll be back. Oh my god. Holy shit, my chest hurts from laughing about communist sandwiches. Okay, I don't have anything to deduce yet. We'll be back. I'm gonna go talk to your mom. Oh, hi. Hello. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one? Pointing at the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She looks up briefly.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Yeah.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Fuck it. Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Good then. She reverts her attention to the soggy books on the bookstand. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the bookstand. Maybe your husband is missing. Oh God. Watch her browse
Her
books.
hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
All right, got it. Thanks. Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
I do. She looks around and takes a deep breath, a little annoyed. Wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I can totally help you find your missing husband. Suit yourself then. I don't really care if your husband's missing. Maybe you're right. I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
Maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out as quick as gunshot. Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's definitely disturbed by now. Nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They are at home, right? Smoking cigarettes.
That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16.
Okay, that's
Jenny,
pretty good
she's
age.
turning 18 next month.
Oh dear.
But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
Can you describe their appearance? Any features that stand out, make them identifying them
Why
a
do
little
you
easier?
need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly
What?
told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Did someone say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
I could do with a party, a killer party, not a lame-o one. It is for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional. You're right. Let's not talk about your daughter. I don't know what. Yeah, I could use a party.
A killer party? What is it with you and Pope Staples? My God. Please, no more talk about my daughters. They are fine.
She picks up a book and tries to concentrate. A flock of seabirds pass. Wait, maybe a cockatoo? Cockatoo? What type of cockatoo?
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
I kind of like that as an insult.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't. be
No,
stopped
they
from
cannot.
living. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess
What?
what? Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
All right, cockatoo not missing. I just want to make
Correct.
sure. She turns her attention to the books now. One more question. What do you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral guide?
Oh,
Or your
do I get a
heraldic
spirit bird? Okay, actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The story's open.
Okay, that's all for the moment.
The
I'll let you
woman
read.
before you nods.
Interesting. I want to be a cockatoo. Okay, shit. Oh, I keep saying we're gonna go to, Joyce first. I've been saying it this entire session. Well, let's go talk to Joyce and then we'll come back. Become Brennan Lee Mulligan. Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay. I spoke with the Lord Mayor.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes
It
located?
doesn't really matter. And I do apologise for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
Interesting.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
She says her tone suddenly more cautious suddenly.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Okay.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Okay, we probably need to react
Seems
to
we're
that.
sharing, man. This is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith.
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Interesting.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need security detail?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was about to
These
say.
mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez.
I
They
always assumed
report
that was
me
meant to be
sporadically,
Russia.
But they
Like
do not
Russians.
answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
That's bad.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Jesus.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs a hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching.
Holy
This in
shit.
turn will force the Union to respond.
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant?
Huh.
It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
She's silent for a moment. Then, see, Kim, this is what this is that great bloodletting I've been telling you about. I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario? See, Kim, that is the great
It
bloodletting.
appears you found it, yes. And I'm not happy for you.
I can't. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
She looks at you, eyes damp from the wind.
All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about the Cornell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yeah.
Yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record
Yep.
reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got of them?
Sadly, no. Before this
Kuno's
happened, I had
12, it's not
little
Kuno.
interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
She thinks.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call off?
I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do,
Shit,
it's all on
yeah.
us.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
So I pushed Toast out because he's just running in and screaming. But now he's found the crack in the door and he's just standing there with one eye staring at me and screaming every couple of seconds. Who did the passage
The
on
remaining
then?
contractors, their tribunal, it's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit.
Huh.
This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports
Yeah, we
of any
haven't.
assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates.
Yep.
Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who's the woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said,
think I
it's a
know who it
rumor
is.
About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean, did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely, his service name.
Ah.
Nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man, Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul.
All right.
Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
The lieutenant cuts in.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret to her voice.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions.
Interesting.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the other two?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
She puts her foot on the guard wire for balance.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Clothes didn't fit right. Scab leader built like a brick, didn't pass the background check. Oh.
One is obviously the
Yeah.
scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Yep.
The other has a vantage point in the building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry driver.
One must be the goon in the ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
She's poised and unperturbed.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a border keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the
Yep.
peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
Would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
She dials towards the sloop's captain. I have another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Shit. That's enough for
I
now.
am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now, can you tell me about the tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire, takes the photo, and holds it in her hand.
For about half a minute in silence.
Interesting.
It was taken with a frigate not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet and observe her expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo
I
paper.
can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like stars in the sky?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oranese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Wait, use the useless map.
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption
Huh.
to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
This one's going nowhere but the morgue. I've spoken to him, for now the soul is fastened inside his corpse.
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
Oh, that's terrifying. What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder.
Yeah.
He started somewhere near here, I think.
She points to it on the photo.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first Sesamine's Islands, then this.
She points to his heart. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Redefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
I need the information.
Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful with that.
That's all for the tattoos. Thanks.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's all. Thanks for now. Oh, what's this?
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself.
Are we a
The
doomsayer
world
now?
will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Wait, what's that?
Ulogu Theodos. Xeno Zausin. Ipoli.
I feel like there's a
Ossidian,
story about a tower that
Erroneous
is telling me this is a bad
Bonisi.
idea. Wait, when did this countdown begin?
Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of
Pericarnassus, I was gonna say.
Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you mocked yourself.
Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of
It's
coping mechanism?
totally also a coping mechanism.
God damn it, I'm a little afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos.
I do think the world might end
The
soon.
face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Oh, that's perfect for me. Okay, we're gonna use another skill point to get another one. I feel like it's more worth it until we get all of these, honestly. Pocket cop. You woke up in a hotel room and started rambling about the end of the world. It's not your everyday doom crying either. Something truly colossal is approaching. The gloaming, the culling, the bloodletting of imaginable proportions. Until now, you've been pleasantly vague about the precise nature of this cataclysm, but no more. Put the bloodletting on the burner and really figure out what's threatening the fragile physical reality you just find yourself in. Yeah, we apocalypsing this. Okay. I'm gonna save here. Oh no, not quick save. Well, I'm gonna quick save here. Take that. For some reason I could've sworn. Now we finally get to go into these apartments. Do we have any other checks that are? Nah. No. We can go talk to Tommy again. We'll do that later. Time to finally do this. Hello, lady.
Give me a moment.
Very cute
Ask
questions.
away,
Do you know who
policeman.
lives in the foreclosed
What the
apartment?
hell am I supposed to know?
Huh.
Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dry fig.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
That's
She
all,
wonders
thanks.
Some
Okay, let's start. Counterclockwise as always. I have to say Cindy's gonna be up here. Okay, if this just goes out, we'll go the other way first. Oh. Oh,
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
rubber sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Her
It's
face?
red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan?
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
Shiver. Shit. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone's torn down the wall. Oh. Thanks. An old grocery list on the table and checks. Huh. Music in here is so interesting. Wait. A patient, a potence Arles. Huh. Just trying to read the graffiti. Okay. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. Money. We do need to get money. Oh, money. Boogie Street postcard. Door number 9 is locked. Money.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
That did the wrong title again. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female a voice very intense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks up right to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Leave. All right. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Same with the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply
You
corroded.
can just hit it
A
with your
solid
foot.
pair
It'll
of chain
break.
cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
No?
No reply.
All right, let's equip that. What's the item? Oh, this crumpled up postcard depicts an open-air market on Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stall, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood flows under the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass. Well, that sounds delightful.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
What, did I not put it in my
The
hand?
chalk-drawn number on the board says it's a solid lump of metal, but the
Oh,
shackle.
okay.
Better whip out those.
Did I not? There we go. I might have accidentally re-equipped pry bar.
This door has been closed with
Nice
a
try.
padlock. What are you?
Ah.
You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
I believe
wow.
it's the shackle you need to cut, detective.
Lieutenant points the crow to loop with glove. You don't think that's what I'm trying to do?
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Ah.
What are you?
Oh my
You're
god.
trying to.
Oh, am I dead?
Despair creeps into you.
Oh, I might be dead.
On your weakness. Whatever noble
I died
intentions you
trying to
once
cut
had
open
as
a
police
lock.
officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm seriously running out of shits to give. Let's let corpses hang on trees. I'm quitting. Fuck you. I've wasted my life protecting human citizens. I'm done. No one even. Fuck. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck
He
you. Fuck
watches
you.
melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
And okay, let's load the quick save. We're not completely restarting. I'm glad I accidentally quick saved then. All right, let's not fail to have the morale to check to properly cut a lock.
Ask what the heck.
"She really doesn't," she mumbles.
Okay, I'm sorry if I'm like speeding through this.
A shift in temperature. The former architect is red from faint pencil. It's clean. She had an eye for beauty.
Like, I'll keep an eye out just to make sure we don't accidentally fly by shit we didn't see. But we can. All right. So that's all the same. Talk to the lady. We didn't go up there. That just does that. Loot. Locked. Oh. Take the postcard. Take the money. Knock on the door again.
You hear the walk. You can feel tension. A pour.
Knock again.
Do you have?
Let's go.
A pour.
Do you?
Let's go.
Oh, didn't mean to. Sorry. Take the money. Someone drew the 5 point. Yep.
This door
Embrace
has been
communism,
closed
yes.
with a padlock. But
Examine
it's a solid.
padlock.
Better whip out those cutters. No reply.
All right, now we do it. Okay, wait, let's not die to a padlock again. Mortality really
This
your
door
mind.
has been closed with
Okay,
a
let's try this
padlock.
again.
The shackle
Yay!
snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Yay! All right. A flamboyant poster of a white star, real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Book of critical theory on monstrosities of capital and such. Oh, revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. What was the other? Oh! A classic white summer jacket loved both by the Sam Marinsian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. It fits you well, regardless of your political... Oh, I like that. +1. Oh, that's clean. I like that quite a lot, actually. Oh my god, the cats.
A plaster cast bust depicts
Oh.
a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom? Kim, you have to admit that Krasmazov bears a striking resemblance to me.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov?
I have to consider and investigate all possibilities, Kim. No, it's purely coincidental. No, it is. I'm not saying I am Krasmazov. I'm just saying that no, it's purely
Sure it
coincidental. Just humor me for a moment. Don't you see the resemblance?
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns. But it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
How do you know? The bust is probably just a romanticized depiction anyway. Maybe this bust shows him before he started drinking. Yeah, I have a problem. A problem with how he's just romanticized.
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then.
He looks closer to the statue.
Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
He puts a finger on a pale dot, embellishing the bust cheekbone. I can't tell. I can't see my face.
All right. But here's the big thing. Krasmasov looks Samara. And you don't.
I'm part Samara myself.
Okay, you win. Be Krasmasov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmasov anyway?
Because I'm a communard. Because I believe a powerful nation state is the only way to protect the working class from subhumans. Because actually he wanted stability and incremental progress, and so do I. Because he was totally a gangster and a bank robber who had all cash for the world. That's me. I'm not sure. It's just, hey, I want incremental progress and stability.
I think you have misunderstood who he was.
Hey!
But if you say so.
Why does this tenant even have
White
this?
Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
He looks around before mumbling to himself. Father Mazov, the hero of the working class!
Whoever lives there definitely shares your enthusiasm.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of the revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Leave. Alright. Well, okay, let's see what we have now. What is the suicide of Krasnozov? -1 rhetoric for bad PR. That's the problem, you know. There's something you can't get out of your head. Krasnozov, the father of scientific communism, the premier of the Communist Party of Shest and Grad during the Centennial Revolution, head of the 11-day government, sidebird-toning bearded figurehead of the movement, shot himself in the mouth and died one day in his cabinet as things were collapsing around him. Just gave up? That's not good propaganda, is it? Be a communist. Shoot yourself in the mouth. Something about this irks you. Oh, I love that. I love that a lot. Oh.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Inspect it closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the
The
antlers?
wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time, above it.
I can understand that. Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone. Gone is the glory
Oh, God.
of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways.
That's not good. Okay. So communism, depression. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Oh, flip up glasses. The audit. What? +1 logic, -1 authority. Filthy boho, probably narcomaniac. These flip up glasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. Now I kind of want to wear it. Oh, I can wear it in addition? Shit. Fuck yeah. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This goes to the balcony. This goes to an exit. Oh, what is this? An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Apartment 12, loud rumbling. Snore comes from within.
Yes?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to go to the thought. Oh, seriously? Oh, that sucks. Do I have to, like, walk away and come back? Oh, that blows. God damn it, Kim. I hope it wasn't a shiver. Did I just take toilet wine? Moss crawls on these bathroom tiles. Actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Funny. Yeah, skill issue. I can't listen to my own head. Damn, that's so annoying. Okay, let's see what this exit is. Oh. Okay. Then that's the balcony up to where the smoker was. Let's go up to the other one first. Mail's overflowing. Bottles. Bottles. Oh, hi, Cindy.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like unclosed door, unreachable perches, or people having high ground on us. That's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Oh, well. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
There's actually some clever cultural commentary.
We ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, all right, sad Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Aww.
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
She waves her hand in general westward direction. Is the logo wearing the gloves there?
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
She looks at you as a little sad
Or a
suddenly.
weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Aww. Catch you later, Cindy.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does. Yeah, it does. Yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the
Art,
highest form
doom,
of
communist
human
cop. That's just me.
representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Yeah, art is a series of thousands of interconnected choices, and if you can't make choices for yourself, you can't make art. Would I fit into the art world? I
Have
mean,
you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
hold on. Is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, exploring, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant, or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Fuck you, architects! Wait, what about music?
Only the most experimental kind.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you see substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
But wait, don't I have to be 100% cop to get that case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape. Go art or go home.
Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to
It's
own
called
the
actual art degree!
street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
Okay,
Go
we
ahead
need one
and
more
provide
point
savage
again.
criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
That is amazing. I'm an art cock now.